This less than a month ago, and I said at the time that this part of the road, the N3, the bypass, out just outside Buttersbridge near Anna Lake, going towards Beltoba, going towards the border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, and there was three junctions along that stretch of road, about a kilometre stretch of road that are extremely dangerous and have been a lot of accidents there in the last few years. And obviously the Beltoba to Cavan Municipal Authority. We're talking about the last month that something needs to be done. And unfortunately, I'm here to say there was another accident the other day on Friday on the and in the place I said which was the worst place, the one I said that there needs something to be done straight away. And thankfully nobody was killed, but it was very big risk that somebody nearly was killed. Um, there because it was that bad of a crash. In hospital, the people are still in hospital as we speak. But it's a miracle. It is really just a miracle how these people are still alive. And the accident that happened before there, back a year ago, a man in a tractor. He was very very lucky to live after a truck slammed into his tractor. Again, these people are very very lucky to be alive at the moment. And that's just putting it straight. But again, this stretch of road, something does need to be done. Particularly this one. Again, this is where the accidents always seem to always happen. And then the other one way up the other side of the road near a church, a Protestant church up near Belturbet, the turn off into the old Belturbet road, going into Belturbet, where three people were killed about 2 months ago. Obviously, again, it didn't have much to do with the junction. They were being chased by An Garda Síochána Conor. But again, it does raise the fact that it did happen in that junction, that area, and that junction, these junctions need to be looked at. So I'll show you a picture of the junction that you probably remember from the thumbnail last month about it. So that's the area, and it's the exact same place. So obviously I go past here nearly every day, walking, picking litter and things like that. This is on the bypass. A lot of people who travel up to Northern Ireland and go through Buttersbridge every day or go to on the bypass every day will know the spot. Because Cavan Canoe and Set is up the road, up that way, beside the Fets up there. But the tractor accidents happen again. This is the thing. Usually it's cars pulling out of this road here and coming onto the bypass. A car coming the other way goes too fast, or sometimes it is a blind corner. And that's how it is a blind corner. It is blind corner. You can barely see. The trees are not the best, and the way the road is made, like for example, turn into this road. If you're coming from the Buttersbridge direction, the turn in is very very small. It's very very small. Well, it's very hard to show when you have it this way, but it's very very small of a turn in. So basically, your car's nearly on the road. It's not on the hard shoulder. There's really no hard shoulder. That's what I said last year. And again, I keep saying, and I said to the Belturbet Cavan Municipal, to the county councillors, we can't sit around any longer and say, well, we're going to wait until we see what happens and everything like that. Because every week we leave it, we're putting people at risk. We are putting people at risk. And we have seen it today. On Friday, we've seen that these accidents are preventable. It is preventable. These two stretches of the road, these two junctions, and then the other one is not too bad. Again, there hasn't been many accidents, but still is a death trap. But this one's the biggest one out of them three, is the biggest one, and something that needs to be done straight away. Again, we have to try and protect people. That's the thing. We have to try and do something to stop people. Because sooner or later, somebody will die, and unfortunately, somebody will die in this part of the road. And we can't say that we didn't. Again, it'd be too late then to do anything about it. Again, far too much suffering, too much harm has been caused in this part of the road. Something does need to be done. We have to be honest with ourselves now. We have seen two serious accidents in the last 2 years, and the people were very lucky to come out alive. And I mean very very lucky, especially the man in the tractor. He's very very lucky to be alive today. Because the accident was so severe, a truck literally smashed the tractor into bits. He was so lucky to be alive. And the same with the two people hit, the two cars were hit the other day. Very, very lucky to be alive. And I just want to commend the Cavan County Fire Service and An Garda Síochána Conor, and the paramedics who responded. They were very, very quick, and I just want to acknowledge them for their bravery and for just running towards danger, I suppose, too, and the unknown. I'm sure everybody will agree with me. Only for the emergency services, the accident was basically contained in a few minutes, I suppose. And it was less, and only for the emergency services would have been a lot more probably serious if it was left there for an hour or two. But yeah, again, I just show you But again, my thing, and I kept saying it, and I don't know too much about road works or things like that. I'm not never really studied roads. But again, the hard shoulder here, it's very, very small here on this side too. When you're coming out, when you're turning off this road here, you're turning off it, and this is the death trap here. So the road, cows coming in and out, particularly cows, or the two accidents I was saying, there was cows coming out onto the bypass, and trying to turn this way. So where this van's coming, trying to turn this way. And again, there is a hard shoulder on the other side of the road, but it is, again, it's very, very narrow. This part of the road, and then the hard shoulder gets very narrow, going past this point where the picture was taken. A bit, just another bit, I suppose, behind that, the hard shoulders basically is hit to here. It's very, very small. It's very, very small because there's grass and things. So I propose, and I really do propose this, that because again, this land here, or this land behind it, is owned by the local authorities, Cavan County Council. The majority, because there's a council yard there, beside it, there's a council yard the council use for roadworks, to keep material and things like that. And all this land here behind is owned by the county council. And I suggest that they expand the road again, because again all this part of the land is owned by the county council. That they do something with the road, even expand it, make the hard shoulder bigger, make the extend this part of the road out to here and go in a bit further with the hard shoulder, or even on the other side again. It's possible we have the room is there, but again something does need to be done. Even if we need to get traffic lights, it wouldn't make sense because it is on the bypass, but it wouldn't make sense, but it'd be safer than this at the present moment, because again it's only a month since I talked with this. But again, please God these people make a full recovery. At the moment I haven't heard too much, but again I know they're still in hospital at the moment. But please God, hopefully they do recover. And hopefully, please God, there won't be another accident. Hopefully we can get something done, because it has to be done. It really, and I say to people straight, if this is not done sooner or later, somebody will be killed. Again, it's just extreme luck that's protecting people in this part of the road. And again, I say to people who are travelling on this part of the road to be cautious, to be very cautious of cars coming out or cars going in, to be just cautious, keep it in your mind, be aware, be totally aware of what you're coming up to if you're on this part of the road. Be focused, just be completely focused. Whatever about any other part of the bypass, just be completely focused on this part, and make sure that it's safe. Particularly obviously a rush hour, because it was rush hour, it was 5 o'clock the accident happened, just after 5 on a Friday, and obviously there was a lot more cars, a lot more traffic, so please do be careful, mind yourselves on that part of the road, and the same with any part of the bypass, be careful. So take care everybody, be safe and bye.